Good morning, everybody. Today we will discuss on the next very important process, that is called constant temperature process. We can also call it as isothermal process also. So here in this we have to concentrate on the five equations that are pressure, volume, temperature, and work done, enthalpy, internal energy, and heat supplied. So before that, so please concentrate on this sketch which is given. So when we plot a graph of pressure versus volume, this is a graph which we obtain, that is called isothermal expansion curve. Okay. Here if I take a P1, V1, T1 as pressure, volume, temperature at the initial state 1, and P2, V2, T2 as a pressure, volume, temperature at the final state, then we can take this as a isothermal process. So in this process what happens? Isothermal means constant temperature. As you know that if temperature is a constant, then it is called as a isothermal process. In this what happens? There is no change in temperature. Temperature will not change because of temperature we are maintaining it constant. Iso means temperature is constant, and if the temperature is constant, then internal energy is also zero. It becomes zero, and enthalpy also becomes zero, because T1 is equals to T2 means definitely everything will be zero. So this is called as a constant temperature process. So in this it is a graph. When we plot a graph of pressure versus volume, we are getting this curve called isothermal expansion curve. So afterwards we can move on to the very first, that is called pressure volume temperature relationship. As you know that general gas equation, this is a general gas equation, that is called P1 V1 T1 is equals to P2 V2 and T2. P1 V1 T1 is equals to P2 V2 by T2. So in this what happens? In this what happens? Here temperature is constant. Temperature 1 is equals to temperature 2, because of which what happens? P1 V1. See, as you know, in this general gas equation, T1 is equals to T2 means we can take it as remaining thing. P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2 is equals to so on. Generally we can write it as a PV is equals to a constant. Okay. So afterwards here in this we can take it as a P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2 is equals to constant, and so on. If there is a P3 V3, then we can take it as a is equals to P3 V3, and generally we can write it as a PV is equals to a constant. So afterwards the next derivation is called work done by the gas. So this process, this derivation I will explain on the board. So before that, please concentrate on the expression for change in internal energy. As I said earlier, expression for a change in internal energy du is equals to mCV into T2 minus T1. This is a general gas equation, and in this suppose temperature is maintained constant. Temperature is constant here. T1 is equals to T2. So when we substitute this T1 is equals to T2, what happens? T2 minus T2 is equals to 0, or T1 minus T1 is equals to 0. 0 multiplied by m into Cv is totally 0. Therefore du is equals to 0, or otherwise what we can say? Internal energy at a first state is equals to internal energy at the second state. See afterwards the next expression is heat transferred or heat supplied. So general expression for heat supplied is Q1 to 2, which is equals to du plus delta W. As you know that du is 0, because of which heat supplied is equals to work done. So this is the expression for work done. Okay, this is a expression for work done. I will show it on the board by deriving it. Okay, next one is change in internal after heat supplied. Next comes change in enthalpy. In this change in enthalpy, general expression is m into Cp into T2 minus T1. As you know that again T1 is equals to T2 means this part becomes 0. So enthalpy is also 0, or others we can say enthalpy at first is equals to enthalpy at 2. So this is how we can get the equations. So among these all five, the derivation of work done during a constant temperature process. So this is very very important. Work done during constant pressure process is very very important. I will explain you now on the board. So let me move on to this. Please concentrate. So general expression for work done is delta W is equal to PdV. So if you integrate on both sides, integrate on both sides from 1 to 2, what we get? Delta W from 1 to 2 is equals to integrate P into dV 1 to 2. So this P is a constant. I would like to take it outside. So before we take it outside, we know that PV is equals to what? Constant, or we can write PV is equals to P1 V1. P1 V1, is that right? So instead of a P, I can write it as P is equals to what? This V comes to the denominator side and becomes P1 V1 by V. Is that right? So this value of P I have to substitute in this equation. So when we substitute the value, what we are getting? 1 to 2. Instead of a P, I can take it as P1 V1 by V into dV. Here in the integration part, this delta dV can be integrated only for this term, and P1 V1 is a constant here. Therefore, I would like to take it outside. P1 V1 I will keep outside, and remaining thing when I write, it becomes like this. So the next step is this one. See, please concentrate here. P1 V1 into integration of V becomes integration of 1 by V with respect to dV is nothing but a log V, and the lower terminal is 1 to T. 1 to 2 it is. Okay. So in this, what we can write? P1 V1 into log V is equals to this one. So again when we open this P1 V1 log V2, when we expand this lower limit and upper limit, what we can get? Upper limit is 2, minus of lower limit is V1. So this is what we obtained. So afterwards, what we can write? According to the logarithmic procedure, if there is a subtraction from log 2 to log 1, we can write it as log 2 divided by log 1. Log 2 divided by log 1. So this becomes work done during 1 to 2 process is equals to P1 V1 into log V2 divided by V1. So this becomes log V2 divided by V1. Okay. So this V2 can be considered as expansion ratio. Instead of this V2 by V1, I can write again it as P1 V1 into log R, where R is expansion ratio. Expansion ratio, which is equals to V2 by V1. Okay, so instead of this, we can also write it as work done 1 to 2 is equals to 2.3 P1 V1 into log R, where 2.3 it becomes that the base will be for log base will be 10. So this will be either you can use this equation or this equation for solving the problem. So this I would like to take it as the expression for work done, and make sure that R is for expansion. If R is for expansion, again we can also write it as 1 minute. So R is for V2 by V1. So this much is sufficient for deriving regarding the constant temperature process. The expression for work done is this one. So suppose if I would like to take this as this textbook, so here you can see this term I have explained here. So it's a very simple derivation, so it can be asked for 5 marks. So again you can concentrate here. It's a logarithmic to the base 10. So in this, if I write like this, then it's a logarithmic to the base e. Here logarithmic to the base e, and this when we use 2.3, then it becomes logarithmic to the base 10, and R is called V2 by V1. This is about today's explanation on constant temperature process. I hope you can understand this video. So thanks for watching this video.